Hello friends and welcome to Wisdom Zone, and this is Shubro. And friends, today's video is quite special because in today's video I'm gonna discuss how to use demonstratives, especially these, those and that in spoken English, because they are quite imperative for your everyday communication. So watch this video carefully to learn the uses of demonstratives. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait and immediately subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon to get the first notification. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. 3, 2, 1. Friends, welcome back once again to this extremely important video on English grammar, and in today's video I'm going to explain the right use of demonstratives, as I have already mentioned. And before I go ahead, let me quickly remind all the viewers that you will find more links on English grammar, especially how to use be verbs, auxiliary verbs, am, is and are, and some other videos related to English grammar in the description. So if you want to ensure that you speak correct English, please go through the videos on English grammar given in the description. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with today's discussion. So friends, as I have promised, today I'm going to discuss the correct use of demonstratives. So let me tell you, we normally use 4 demonstratives quite frequently in our spoken English as well as while writing. So they are these, that and those. So these 4 are quite common. They are used to point to people or things. That's why they are called demonstratives. We normally use them as determiners and pronouns. So today I'm going to show you step by step how to use all the 4 important demonstratives. So let me tell you, at first I'll discuss these and these. So these and these are used as determiners to point out a thing or things close to you. When you want to point out something which is close to you, so that time we have to use these if it is singular, and you have to use these if it is plural. So I'm quite sure it's clear. So when something is near to you, close to you, and you want to point it out, and if it's singular, then you have to use this, these, and if it is plural, you have to use these. So let me show you how to use. And as you see the first example, this is my new mobile. So I'm pointing out towards my mobile, I'm showing my mobile, this is my new mobile. So it is used to point out something which is close to you. Maybe you are holding it, and in case of singular we use these. And the second example is these are not my papers. So here I am also pointing out to some papers, and I'm using these because papers are close to me. As it is plural, I'm using these, not these. So I'm quite sure it's crystal clear. So these and these are used to point out a thing or things close to you. That's the first way we can use it. And the second use is, as you see, these and these are also used as pronouns to point out people and things. So when you want to point out people and things, you can use these and these also, and you can use them as pronouns. So let me show you how to use them. As you see the first one, Sam, this is my best friend Tom. So here I'm pointing out towards someone, my best friend Tom. So that's why I'm using these. So I'm quite sure it's crystal clear. And you can point out towards things also. As you see the next example, take these oranges. I'm quite sure it's crystal clear. When you're talking about plural, then you have to use these. So as you see the example, let me read it out once again. Take these oranges. Up next, I'm going to discuss the next pair, that is that and those. So just the opposite, as I have already discussed, these and these are used to talk about or point out a thing or things close to you, and in case of that and those, we normally use them as determiners to talk about things at some distance away from us, something that is away from us. That time we have to use that and those as determiners to talk about things at some distance away from us. So as you see the first one, that is your meal. Obviously I'm talking about meal. Similarly, you see the next one, I need to paint those windows. So I'm quite sure it's clear. The windows are obviously slightly away from me, so that's why I'm using those. It's not too close. That's why those I'm using, because in case of things which are away or at some distance away, we have to use those in case of plural and that in case of singular. So at last, let me show you. We can also use that and those as pronouns. As you see, that and those are also used as pronouns to point out people and things. So we can use them as pronouns also to point out people and things. So as you see, the first example, is that your sister over there? So I'm pointing towards a lady. Maybe she's standing away, slightly at some distance away. So that's why I'm using that. Is that your sister over there? And I'm pointing out towards this particular lady because the person is standing away, perhaps. So that's why I'm using that. And as you know, it is used to talk about something which is slightly away from us. And similarly, you see the second one, I really hate those horror movies which make people petrified. So here I'm again talking about or pointing out about horror movies in a superficial manner. So that's why I'm using those, because I'm talking about things superficially away. So I'm quite sure it's crystal clear. Try to make sentences and comment below. This is a very important video. I have seen people making mistakes and they slightly get confused where to use these or what to use these, where to use that and where to use those. So I'm quite sure after this there won't be any confusion. So please go through the video, please go through the examples and comment below. And again, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait and immediately subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon to get this type of informative video. So stay tuned for further informative videos and do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to Wisdom Zone.